Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Damian Danu, and welcome back to Ace Attorney. Now, where we left off, I believe Miss Lana Sky, I think is her name. I'm, like, very sure is her name. Is in custody for the attack of Saul Goodman. Will Goodman, I think? A Goodman. A detective. Okay. A detective is dead. They were found in the back of Edgeworth's car. Our client, I don't know if she just has something against defense attorneys or something, but she's being a real pain in the ass here. She kind of admitted to everything. She admitted to every single thing that that they say happened. She admitted to the murder. She admitted to all that. But there's still some weirdness there, because we essentially have to prove that she's lying, which is crazy for our defendant, but we'll see what we can do. So, let's get right into this. February 23rd, 9:34 a.m. Alright. How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there's still a lot of gray areas. Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area. Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, sis. Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. Yeah? A defense attorney should never believe their client. Whoa! Oh. The defendant is called to trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Well, yeah, we know that, but... I just fucking skipped through like 3 lines of dialogue accidentally. From what I gathered from it, we're gonna pretend that didn't happen. You remind me a lot of Mia. Oh yeah? Why is that? You guys are very similar, except for one thing, and that is... You're not a defense attorney. Shit! I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. I wonder if we're gonna have to ever go against her. If she doesn't go to jail for life. My first trial without a Fae helping me. No one's gonna bail me out this time. I'll be alone in there. So I have to discover the truth all by myself, huh? Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way. I see. Alright, district court room number 9. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. Yeah, defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Edgeworth? What the fuck, man? That wasn't cool. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since his trial. I hope that personal feelings will not be part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is not in our hands, not the hands of anyone else. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot. In my fucking car. Wow. He's much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything. However, she will now pay for her rashness with a life. There is a witness to a crime, a professional witness. Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls its first witness Miss Angel Star to the stand. The cough-up queen? Oh my. Haven't I seen you somewhere?
Hey, you ordered the caviar lunch treat?
Aha! Caviar! I've never eaten caviar before. The judge is really wolfing it down. Oh god. Do we have to wait for him to finish?
And for you, I have the Fiesta Bowl.
Yeah. Thank you. Will the witness state her name and profession?
And you, sir. Did you order the fingerprint lunchbox?
It is too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please.
Well, Your Honor, how does it taste?
So this is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty it hurts.
I don't think it's supposed to do that.
I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca. The fuck does pickled the fuck does pickled tapioca taste like? Name, profession, now.
Me? The name's Angel Star, don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth?
Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us. The prosecution will wait. I've not finished eating. Come on, man. We don't have all day. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide the description of the crime.
Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional.
And what exactly does that mean?
Until 2 years ago, it's Miss Angel Star's...
My bad. Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Star was a special investigator with the police. She was a first-rate homicide detective. What? Miss Star was a detective. I know who you are. Cough up.
Cough up, Queen Angel Star, Your Honor. Long time no see.
Very well. You may continue your description, Miss Star. Just who is this lady? Angel Star, obviously.
If I might have the court's attention over here. The parking lot in the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. And B block is for visitors' clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks. I suppose it's to keep the visitors from taking up the prosecutor's spaces, yeah? The crime took...
I keep thinking that all of these are her lines, but then I remember that it's going through people.
The crime took place by a car in the black of A block, in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with this knife and went to drive the body out. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness and an arrest was made on the spot.
And who was this valiant witness?
It was me, Your Honor.
Well, that was awfully convenient. Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime? Also, we got the floor plans. Fuck yeah.
Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor.
It seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright? I can't really agree on principle, Your Honor.
It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining?
If you can, then give them your worst, Miss Star. Wait, are they talking about me? Huh. Shit. Witness's account.
Right, so somehow I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. When I sensed something, perhaps it was me finely owned detective's intuition at work. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garage car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest.
Saul Goodman. Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend, how touching. As you can see, there is no room for doubt. The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman.
So, how does it feel to be utterly crushed?
I am still thinking about that. It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Man, people really gotta get the interpersonal relationships in this courtroom under control, man.
Somehow I always knew a day like this would come.
Hey! How do you know?
Hey, I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime, yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. Fuck. I fucked up the line.
The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted.
Aye, given that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence from at their whim. Killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that.
I guess... I agree, I guess. Fuck. Miss Starr, do you have something personal against prosecutors?
Aye, I felt like I left behind my dream job when I became an investigator. Then if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one.
Laid off, you say? She was fired.
Aye, to be prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That's it. I am a pro, as you know, my testimony is unbiased and flawless.
Ah, very well. You may continue, Miss Starr.
Right, so I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. When I sensed something, perhaps it was me finally, you know.
Oh, let's ask her about her boyfriend, huh? Hey! This boyfriend, he's the detective?
Not that boyfriend, the security guard.
That boyfriend? You have several?
Aye, this boyfriend, that boyfriend, the other boyfriend. Can't I join? The yet another boyfriend position still open for applicants?
I think I will stick with the lunches, please. Note to self, the judge had to think before replying.
Aye, the security guard room is in the lot in the A block. Right, it's up on the second level and you can see everything from there.
That would be the room with the security sign. Oh shit, that's me again. That'd be the room with the security sign. Incidentally, did you bring the lunchboxes by the car? Or did you... No, my bad. Did you bring your lunchboxes by car?
Aye, since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block.
So she was in B block when she witnessed the crime. Oh.
Right, when I sensed something, perhaps it was me finally own detective's intuition at first.
Alright, what'd you sense, huh? You sensed something? So you're saying you had a premonition of the murder?
Aye, it felt like... I would just say... Oh yeah, it was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds.
I have no idea what that means. Right. So speaking of a detective's intuition, wasn't the victim, Mr. Bruce Goodman, also a detective?
Aye, well, he was like a young cheese.
I'm sorry, a young cheese?
Right, a pale white cheese, not yet tangy with experience on the streets. A greenhorn.
Then I must be hard-yellowed and sharp as a tack. Yes, with the odor of cheese to match. Thanks, Emma.
Right, so in any case there, in the lot, I felt something there, in the lot. In the lot there. Fucking, alright, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind.
Call me young cheese the way I am young and unaged or something, I don't know.
Right, so through the wire fence, I saw the prosecutor standing next to a garage car.
Right, in this car. You mean...
Right, Mr. Edgeworth's car.
Mr. Edgeworth's?
Right, so incidentally, the knife that which the victim was stabbed was also Edgeworth's. Wasn't that?
Indeed it was. Yes. What an odd case this is. I feel like you don't have any normal cases, Judge. Or at least I don't get them. Am I like the weird lawyer? Is that why I don't get normal cases? I only do the weird shit? Alright, I guess. Fine. And the person you saw, you're sure it was the defendant?
Right, I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I'm certain it was her.
She's telling the truth. We're doomed. Let's just do what we can, even if we don't have any proof. We can always nitpick. Hey, witness, in your testimony you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, you are a biased witness. I've had enough of your shit.
Right, you might want to keep your silly extensions to yourself, Rookie.
I'm sorry, rookie?
Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. I'll fry you like a fritter, crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside.
That was inspiring. I am inspired. I believe I've heard that tagline elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism. Shit.
Right, I may be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are owned.
A photograph? You took this? Doesn't really look like 30 feet away, but alright.
Right, the moment I witnessed the crime, the reflexes took over and snap, I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunchboxes is rigged with the camera.
Right, I suppose that's no more exciting than just I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging one around your neck, but... Witness, why am I only seeing this photograph just now?
Right, you think I'd show it to you? A prosecutor, think again. Right, my boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs.
Well, this most certainly is the defendant.
I'm gonna be honest, it's not looking too good. How the fuck am I gonna get out of this one?
Shit, that is definitely Lana Sky. Unless it was Mia Fey. So, what was the defendant doing at the time?
Right, the chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. She thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest.
Oh, in her right hand. I don't think she is. Doesn't really look like this is the... Hey! Your Honor! The statement contradicts this evidence. Hmm? It does? I don't see anything Did I used the map, didn't I? Oh, I used the wrong thing. I think I used the map instead of the photo. I meant to use the photo.
And the chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand.
That's totally the map, isn't it? Yep. Shit. Alright. Alright. Cool. Hey! And you witnessed this? You saw Miss Sky stab the victim with the knife.
Right, as I've already said, yes. I swear on my finest salmon swirl lunch.
I'm sure that is a fine lunch, but... Isn't that odd? I mean, look at this photograph. This is the photograph you took at the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Miss Sky not holding a knife? Him. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Objection. That'd be the weakest objection I've ever heard, Edgeworth. Yet it was still stronger than your ever-feeble mind, Mr. Wright. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing. Whoa! And how can you tell that? I almost did the Jennifer Coolidge.
Hey, blood splatter.
Huh?
Right, see the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat?
It's a black and white photograph. Ah, yes, it is hard to tell, but this, could be blood. Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. No problem, except you. Mr. Wright, are you just gonna sit here and take that kind of abuse? You got a better idea? Objection. Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime.
Hey, well, seems it was slightly unclear. My apologies. I don't like you either.
That's it?
If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. But right, if you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go.
Oh, good advice. I'm not quite sure I understood it, but good advice.
Right, I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Sky was cold calculating, like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder.
Ah, premeditated? How the fuck do you know that? Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in that photograph. Well, are those, gloves? Yes, surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? She was testing if they messed with her latex allergy? If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves. Hey! Excuse me. These gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation.
Right, premeditated murder, serious offence.
Witness, add this to your testimony.
Right, the murder was planned, and the rubber gloves prove it.
Okay. This is the part where I come clean to the YouTube viewers. For the people that might not know. I'm gonna get really close to the microphone when I say this. I have done half of this court case before. As of recording, today is Friday the 14th. Valentine's Day. I originally intended to record this video on Tuesday of this week. That recording sucked so much balls. So I decided that I would just go from the beginning again. Right? Now, there was a part of that I had to pull up the walkthrough at a point. Because frankly, it took me a while to figure out this question. And what it was, how do I prove that this murder wasn't premeditated? And I thought, oh, maybe the phone call. Maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe it's the fact that the ID was left on the scene. Edgeworth only got there at a certain time. There's a bunch of things. This fucking guy. Right? There's a ton of things. There's a bunch of reasons why I could think this is premeditated. This is the weakest piece of evidence I've had to submit this entire game. The way that I am supposed to prove that this wasn't a premeditated murder, when the entire murder is supposed to be framed on Edgeworth, it seems, is by showing Edgeworth's knife. The way that I show that this murder wasn't premeditated, especially to frame someone like Edgeworth, like that's very clearly what almost happened here. But here's the thing. If you're gonna frame someone for murder, if you're gonna frame Damian Danu for murder, let's say, I'm gonna let you guys in on a little Damian Danu fact. You guys might have picked up on this when I was playing mouthwashing. I think it was mouthwash. Yeah, it was my mouthwashing playthrough. When I started going off about the Mateba Utica. You might have noticed that Damian Danu likes to know about weaponry. From that, you might also guess Damian Danu has a couple weapons. And I do. I am the owner of a couple, what you would say, weapons, as well as just other sharp objects in general. I have like bushcrafting knives. You know, I have knives for the express purpose that stay in a toolbox like Edgeworth does. I have axes. You know, I got cool stuff. If someone is going to frame Damian Danu for murder, like if someone's going to murder someone and put them in the trunk of my car, and they do it with my knife, I'm going to say that's pretty goddamn premeditated. I feel like there's a lot of thought that went into, hey, I'm going to frame Damo for this. He's going to go to jail, and I'm going to get away with it. But in this game, through no context as of yet, other than that it's usually in Edgeworth's toolbox. Where is Edgeworth's toolbox usually? I have no idea. I actually thought it might be in his office. As it would appear, just watch and learn. Witness, do you know what this is?
Right, are you trying to test me? I sell a bunch of locks bunches. Right, I sell locked punches for a living, you know. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk.
You see, This is the first time they mention that this knife is in Edgeworth's trunk. In this entire game. Unless I missed a voice line accidentally, like I just skipped over one. I spent like 20 minutes. And then I had to look for like 4 different walkthroughs because every walkthrough of this game came out when this game came out. And this game functions differently to when it came out because it came out as a DS game. I had to look through 4 fucking walkthroughs to find out that this was the knife I was looking for, or that the knife was what I was looking for. The only thing I actively ruled out, other than like the picture, to prove that these photos weren't or that this murder wasn't premeditated. Or was. It was the only things that showed that it was premeditated. And for some fucking reason, it shows otherwise. Alright. I don't know why I was supposed to assume it was in Edgeworth's trunk, but I guess it was in Edgeworth's trunk. Excuse me. It is indeed my knife. What's with this case? Bloody murder weapon. The defendant is the chief prosecutor of the district.
Mommy, our prosecutor's bad people.
The defense has a request. We ask the witness provide an accurate testimony.
Right, what's that, Rookie?
In your testimony, you stated that Lana Skye planned this murder. And that's why she was wearing those special gloves. It seems like a natural conclusion to me. I mean, the gloves do indicate planning. However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing? The murder weapon.
Right. Shit.
The knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car, eh? Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon.
Ah! Woo! Woo! Ah!
Order!
Great, now the tide's turning in our favor.
Right.
Oh, great show, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free.
Right? I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. What? I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking the tide has turned. Not over such a trifling detail. But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory. Bah. The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. Ah! The defendant, Lana Skye, murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution needs to prove. Nothing else.
Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now. But if you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him, it was planned. If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing...
I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again.
Witness, please tell us only what you saw and not what you thought.
How dare you! My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated.
Really now? Alright. Here's what we're gonna do here. We're gonna start doing this a little differently now. Have you guys noticed that the videos that I post to YouTube are, like, getting way too long? Like, way too long? You might be thinking, oh, way too long. That's not a lot. No. No, they're like an hour and a half long. I don't mind uploading hour and a half long videos. But if I just upload 2 hour and a half long videos, I might as well just upload the straight VODs, right? So here's what I'm going to do. My videos are going to be a lot shorter now. If I can help it. Sorry, that must have been loud. My videos are going to be a lot shorter now. And we're going to actually, especially when we're doing Ace Attorney, take breaks in the middle of these cases. or in the middle of the days. Just split the episodes in half, really, honestly. Because, frankly, they're too long. So, we'll do what we can. So this is actually where we're going to end this video. A weird place to end this video, I know. But I'm excited. And it helps me for doing this before being in the middle of something else. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say goodbye to you all. I am going to thank you all for watching. Because it does truly mean the world. I'm going to tell you, over on Twitch you can find me. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. About 2:30 every single day. Not every single day, just those days. Over on Twitch you can find me there. And I do these streams all the time. Every single game I play on YouTube, I play on Twitch first. So, yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please do stick around. I post every single day here on YouTube. And you might notice in the past couple of days, it's just kind of been Undertale and this game back and forth. But would you believe me if I told you there was more? What if I told you I've played a couple other games? You've probably already heard them if you're following the series. Do you like Hollow Knight? Do you like Poppy Playtime? You might. You might like those games. And if you do like those games, you can find them on my channel in the next couple days. Who said that? Who said that? Wasn't me. It wasn't me. I'm just saying some good games are coming. And there's more variety. I mean, like, that's all I'm saying. So, if you want to check out games like that, and a couple other just kind of miscellaneous games, do you know where you can find me? I'll let you know where you can find me. You can find me over on Twitch. You can look on YouTube. You can wait for them to come out. But other than that, I'm on Twitch. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Anyway, I think I've said that enough. If you guys have any games that you want me to play, just let me know in the comments. I know I keep hyping it up, but also big things are genuinely coming to this channel. And I'm excited. I'm excited to get to do some fun stuff for you all. Anyway, without further ado, once again, thank you very much for watching. It truly does mean the world. And other than that, I will see you in the next one. Have a great day.